Hello, welcome to another ADHD Customs. Today's episode we're going to be sorting out the B3 Passat because it's broken. I'm getting a proper loud, I can't explain it, it's like a train noise like that changes slightly and goes away when I turn the steering wheel. I've looked at the outer CV joints, I can't find anything, so I think it's one of the inner CV joints. Problem is, none of them are split, they both look fine, so it's a 50-50 chance whether I get it right. So I'm going to try and get under the car, see if I can diagnose a bit better which one it is by having a little feel around, and going from there. So that's what we're doing. This right here is the kit I've got. Comes with a new wajimajiggy. I bought an extra one of them because I broke one the other day for another side. This is the CV joint itself. It even comes with new bolts and everything you need. And the grease. I didn't want that anyway. So, let's get to it, shall we? First things first, let's crack the wheel bolts off, which I've done. Get this centre cap out, which I've just kind of broken. And I need to undo the hub nut inside there, which is attached to the end of the drive shaft. Hopefully this is the right one. No, it's not. Let's figure out which size it is. Okay, hub nuts are all undone. It was a size 30. So next, get the car jacked up in the air, put it on axle stands. Wheels are off on axle stands. Here we are under the car. Now, I'm not sure if it's this one or this one. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of grabbing and twisting and try to figure this out. Not sure. Let's have a look at this one. That one seems to be a bit noisier. Yeah, that seems a bit noisier. Yeah, right, let me put the phone down so I don't ruin my new phone, and once I get the verdict, I'll get back to you. Okay, right. I think I've determined it's actually this side, the long one that's making all the noise, I think. So I've managed to undo these. I actually can't find my spline tool anywhere, so I had to hammer in a star bit and I managed to get them undone. Luckily the kit comes with new ones that are actually hex-head, so that's fine. And plus, I need the new bolts here anyway, because this side they keep undoing themselves. And apparently these are stretch bolts, so you're only really meant to use them once anyway. So I'm going to get this side undone. I've undone these bolts now. Just got to take this wheel off this side, undo the nut, the hub nut in the centre, undo these two bolts for the suspension, drop that down, pull this out of there, and then pull this off. And then we've got to take this into the workshop and change this CV joint on the end. So I'll get that on with that while, yeah, I'll get on with that. It's quite crowded under here. There's a nice sump there for my head. So yeah, it's quite crowded under here. Okay, what I need to do now is undo these two bolts on the suspension, here and here. But before I do that, I'm going to get a little bit of paint and spray it. I'll explain why in a second. Basically what that does is, when I take these out, when I put this back on, this is my camber adjustment. So when I put these back on, there'll be two circles with no paint on. When I put this back on and do the bolts up, as long as I line them up perfectly where they are, it'll be back in the same spot, won't it? So these are 18mm, both sides. I'll get this off. Okay, drive shaft bolts inside there, and now undone. This hub nut is undone and taken off. These have been undone. Now just to get them out, and then hopefully I should be able to pull this forward. Maybe if I turn the steering one way, this should come forward and allow me to get this drive shaft out. Really hope I haven't got to take the track rod end off to do this, but I don't think I can. I don't think I have to. Right, let's get this out and see what happens. Come on. Right, push that in. Right, I need two hands for this one. And there we have it. This one's out. Oh god, I think it's definitely this one. This looks just nasty, this one does. Very loose and wobbly, this one. So let's get this inside and start changing the CV joint then, shall we? First things first, I'll try and pull all these bolts out because I'm going to need this piece here. Need to keep them, but I'm using new bolts, so just pop this out. Just get the bolts out any way you can. I'll get back to you when I've done it. Next, what you need to do is see here. Can you see this split pin? You need some split pin pliers or something like this. I've lost it. There it is. You get them in there, and then open it up. And it should come off, allowing you. I've got to use two hands. Hang on. Split pin is now off. Now I should be able to pull this up off the shaft like so. There we go. God, that was wobbly and loose as hell. Okay, that bit's off. It's the same as that there, see it? So that's off. I suspect that was actually on backwards as well. There's no gasket on it. Anyway, that one's off. That's done. Then this washer thing goes on there. It's off. And then you need to get this off. Just like that. Right, then we have new ones. First thing I'm going to do is give this a bloody good clean up. So I don't want to get my phone dirty when I do this. So I'll come back to you when I've done it like now. Right, this is now all clean. First thing I need to do is get this on and over there. Oops, sorry, this on and over there. This can be a nightmare to get on. So I am going to need two hands for this. I'm going to need to stretch it out and get it on. So by the power of magic, go on. We got that on. I used to put a little bit of grease on the inside of the thing. Now then, in this bag here, we've got then the new bolts. Bloody hope they're the right size, same size as them. Oh, yeah, perfect. And are they? Yes, that's much better. Right, and we've also got this. This needs to go on here, like so, like that. Because what happens is, that's kind of the spring. When you push the CV joint on, that pushes down and stops the CV joint from rattling. Right, so that goes on there. Now, I'm going to need to do two hands for this because if you even slightly cock up on this, you can make all the balls come out. And plus, I've got to fill this with grease. I've got to pack grease into all this. So, and I'm going to put some grease in there first too. So, let me get on with that. Okay, that was packed full of grease and then slid on. Now, I need to get the new C-clip, which is, where's the new C-clip? No! Oh, thank God it's there. I need to get the new C-clip, and I need to clip that around the top of that by opening that up and then dropping it down. So I need two hands for this. So, right, there we go. We've got the C-clip now back in place. That was a bit of a pig, but it's in. Do be very careful with this. If these ball bearings come out, it's a nightmare getting them back in. So now I think I want to put the clip round here now, if it comes with one, and then but first I want to line these holes up here, these holes under here, to make sure they're in line so it's easy when I put it back on. So let's try that out now. Let's get a new bolt and see if they're in line. So I'm a little bit off, so I just need to, right, let me mess with this a bit. Okay, all tested and done. Time to get it back on the car. This is going to be really fiddly and hard to film. You pretty much know how I took it off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get under the car first, line it up, maybe try and get a few bolts in here first. Anyway, I'll figure it out as I go. Yes. Okay, all bolts under here are done up, plates are put on, looking lovely and fresh. So now I've just got to sort out the wheel hub, put that back together. I've got to change a quick metal clip on that, but I don't need to show you that. And then fingers crossed, you watch, this is a time when I put it back together, I take it for a drive and realise it should have been that one I changed. We'll see when I take it for a drive and whether it's making noise or not, won't we? It's a 50-50 chance here, so pray for me. Right, okay, let's put this, there's the old nut. Let's put this shiny new one on. I'm not sure which way it goes. Oh, it must go that way. It doesn't go that way, does it? I don't know now. No, it must go that way. Yeah, I'm sure it does. Right, is that in properly? Well, this will put it in, and this will put it in anyway. So, sure, there should be a washer on there or something. See, this has got a built-in washer. I don't know, you know. I don't like the fact that I haven't got a washer, unless that's meant to be. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm going to use the old one. I don't care. I prefer the old one. Use the old one. There we go. Right, we can get this on. There we go. Right, I'll do this up, which will pull this through. And then when I put it on the ground, I'll do it up properly. But then I've got to sort this out. Right, that is everything buttoned up. I'm going to give these a quick clean with some carbon brake cleaner because I've got oily fingers all over them. And the last thing you want is oil and grease on your brake discs. So give that a quick clean with a clean cloth. Go. Right, let's get the wheel back on this side. Okay, there we have it. All done. Car's back on the ground. Now it's going to be the moment of truth. Take it, wash my hands quick, take it for a test drive, and pray to God that the 50-50 chance I had of getting the right one was correct. It wasn't just 50-50. I did get under here and have a good proper look, but and I feel around. It felt slightly worse than the other one, so it's got to be one of them. So let's see, shall we? Okay, moment of truth. Take it for a drive. I haven't got a phone holder in here, so I want to go for a drive, see if I can hear it, and then when I go like that, you'll know whether I've got the right one or the wrong one. Oh, please hope it's the right one I've got. Here we go. I changed the wrong fucking one. The noise is still there. The noise is still there. I changed the wrong one. I'm just going to drive it until I can afford to get another one. As you know, this is a channel about building things on a budget. I actually used next week's shopping money to get 45 quid CV joint this week. But I can replace it, it's fine. Don't have any money for 2 weeks till I get paid. I think I've got 8 quid to my name. So yeah, changed the wrong one. It is what it is. You just got to keep moving forward in life. Car still drives. Well, just don't want to damage it really, but can't believe I changed the wrong fucking one. I deliberately checked them over. I spent ages under there checking it to make sure that one's definitely got more play than that one. And the one I took off looks ruined. It's just like really loose and like wobbly and clunky, and it just wasn't the one that was making the noise. So, oh well. Here's what it is. See you in the next one, peeps. Don't forget to like and subscribe and watch all my other stuff. Check out my merch. I've now got a shop on here, so check out my shop. Yeah, so